I won't be able to join D&D on Tuesday. I'll be out of the state and won't be able to play. But speaking of D&D,
What?
we're getting to an episode just like it.
It's something about Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragon these nuts
across your
face.
Whoa. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is the Adventure Twins podcast, where we're two twins talking about one of our favorite TV shows, Adventure Time. My name's Jacob.
That makes me John.
And today we're going to talk about Season 1, Episode 18, Dungeon. This episode was released on July 12th, 2010. Written by Elizabeth Ito and Adam Muto. In this episode, Finn enters a dungeon alone to prove he doesn't need Jake's help.
Yeah, he don't need no man.
Yeah. All right, what are your first thoughts?
This is one of those where I would say it's a classic episode. I remember seeing this one a ton on TV. And this is one of the episodes you can tell Adventure Time's clearly inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, but one specifically, the monsters they face, the creatures, the traps, everything about Dungeon is clearly from Dungeons and Dragons.
The only thing that's missing is dragons, but I think this is, if you wanted to show someone an episode of Adventure Time to be like, you don't need any backstory, you can watch this one episode and get what the show is. To me, this is one of those episodes that it's like, this can represent much of the show, is one episode. As much as you can in 11 minutes.
I'd say like this and Kyridian. Some of the more fantasy episodes are very
the ones that have more of that clear D&D inspiration. Yeah, because this episode is very similar to Enchiridion. I like this one. Just starts out Princess Bubblegum dropping Finn and Jake off, and it's like, go put these signs up, or these danger signs around the dungeon hole, and that's like all the setup you need. It's like, all right, there's your setup. They're just putting signs out, doing whatever PB says.
It's funny, PB says to do that, and obviously one of Finn's first instincts is to go inside the dungeon hole, despite. You guys are here to put up danger signs, and you're like, hey, look, a dungeon hole. I should go in it. Yeah.
Well, this has one of, I think, my favorite line readings from Jake in the entire series.
I know which one you're talking about.
Where PB tells him, like, hey, go put up these signs. Finn's like, yeah, all right, sure thing. And Jake just goes, whatever you want, mama.
I wrote that immediately. I knew the line was coming up.
This is the first note I put down was, whatever you want,
see it
mama.
It's on Instagram all the time. I love when Jake says it like that. And I actually say it in my own, like, all the time to Josie. I'm just like, hell, whatever you want, mama. It's funny.
Just gets no acknowledgement from PB. Just kind of moves on from there. But yeah, they're just around the dungeon hole, and Jake is like, oh yeah, that's just the dungeon that leads to the crystal eye in the center of the dungeon. And Finn is like, well, obviously I'm not going to just not go into that hole.
Before Princess Bubblegum leaves, she is on her flying swan, and she goes, Bubblegum, away! And she like flies away. And I used to say Bubblegum away just like that anytime I was backing out of the Chili's here in Fayetteville. For whatever reason, I start to put my car in reverse, and I always do that specifically at Chili's and nowhere else.
Huh. Well, how about that?
Just a weird, fun thing I always think about, and I didn't realize that's from. This is back, we'd eat a lot of Chili's during COVID because that was our COVID meal, was Chili's. So we'd go out to eat Chili's quite a bit, or get it to go, and I'd always back up from Chili's. And Adventure Time was my COVID show, so I was very into it at the time, obviously. So there's why it's Chili's, yeah.
Yeah. Jake does a lot of interesting hand things in this episode. Like turn his whole arm into a fishing rod to fish out Finn as he tries to jump down into the dungeon hole.
Yeah, he
I
does
like that
key
one.
hand a couple times.
A lot
He
of
does
key
lock
hand,
later.
in this episode. It's
They're-
arguably a key item, key plot point.
I think they're really trying to set up. I mean, I noticed the same thing. He body morphs a lot right out of the get go. I think they're really trying to emphasize, hey, he has all these powers, and that's part of the episode. Is well, Finn can get along just fine without him. So they're trying to set up, hey, remember, Jake can do all this stuff.
Oh yeah, because they set up. Jake is like, oh my god, yeah, it's just a super cool dungeon with the big crystal eye in the middle. But we can't go down there right now. It's lunchtime, and they do like the lunchtime animation instead of the Adventure Time animation.
And the sport goes through it, which is fun.
And I like that they've already set up the motif of like they do Adventure Time and they do the logo animation, but they've set that up enough that they can already start playing on that with like, it's lunchtime, and they set up a nice little picnic.
They've done it with party time as well. I know we used to say in like every podcast episode, like, I don't think they do that anymore, and they
keep
certainly
doing
do it. Maybe it's just something I never noticed at all, but that's part of the reason we're rewatching the show. Jake, like, he makes a sandwich. That's the thing about Jake, is he loves making different sandwiches. There's like a whole episode dedicated to that. But his little sandwich is like a little monster, and it has two eyes, which are toothpicks with olives on them. That sandwich is actually in the Adventure Time cookbook.
Huh.
They may change it to a hamburger. It's like a burger monster, but it's the sandwich that Jake's makes. So I saw that. I go, oh, hey, I know what that is.
Oh, do you have the Adventure Time cookbook?
I do have the Adventure Time cookbook.
I don't have it.
It has like some kid-friendly stuff in it, which you would think, but then it has some stuff that's like, gosh, I can't make that. I'm also like a very like, if a recipe looks too hard, I just won't do it, and then like realistically, it's probably a very easy recipe, but it feels like every time I follow a cookbook, it does not look remotely close to the picture. And so I get very discouraged when I cook, and so I'm afraid to try anything. I almost need, Josie's a much better cook than I am, so I need like her to just like walk me through how to do it properly.
I have the Rocky Horror cookbook.
Oh, that's fun. Is it official?
Yeah, I believe it's official for the Rocky Horror Show, not the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so it's themed after the stage show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it was the 50th anniversary of the stage show. This year's the 50th anniversary of the movie, but the stage show was a couple years before.
Right.
And it's basically just puns on lines from the movie. So there is a mixed drink section in the back that's kind of cool.
That's neat.
And that's, one is super basic. It's called the Make You a Manhattan.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
And
I like that.
here's the trick. It's just a regular ass Manhattan. It's not like a fancy. It's the only time to try the drink. It's just Manhattan. Like it's a very easy drink to make. But it's just puns.
That's something you see a lot at like swanky cocktail bars. They're like, this is our whatever, and they give it some stupid name, and you read it. I'm like, that's just a margarita. Like, but you're trying to make it sound cool.
Sours, but you add like one other thing to it.
Yeah, not even that. It's just like make a section that says classic cocktails, and don't charge me $5 extra just because you gave it a fun name.
Yeah, one of the local movie theaters I go to, all of their cocktails are movie themed, so you can get something called.
That's fun.
Yeah, you can get the Dude Abides, and it's just a White Russian.
Sure.
They used to have one that was like Woody Allen Manhattan themed, and they've since rebranded that one so they don't associate with Woody Allen.
Fair.
And it's now like a different Manhattan themed movie or something. It's fun though. They have like a Pulp Fiction, and it's got like orange peel or something in it.
Orange bitters maybe.
Yeah, pulp.
That's
it's fun. It's just a bunch of stupid little movie jokes on things.
Yeah.
It's fun. I also get free drinks there because my friend's the bartender.
Oh, nice.
She does have to charge me for beer because you can inventory cans of beer, but you can't really inventory a mixed drink.
It's like you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
You can lead a horse to water, and that's the whole saying. It's just about the ability to lead horses.
You certainly can do that.
Another fun little hand thing that Jake does is bottle opener hand, where he opens a bottle of like seltzer water with his hand by turning it into a bottle opener. I wish I had that ability.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. Granted, I always keep a bottle opener on me at all times anyways.
Yeah, but that's still pretty cool. I have one on my keys.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna get on with the episode. But, yeah. So Finn is like, well, I want to do this, and Jake's like, well, no, we need to stay and eat lunch. And Finn's like, well, I can go down there without you. And Jake's like, no, you can't, not without my powers. And Finn's like, you want to bet? And so that's pretty much the setup for the episode. Is Finn wants to prove that he can go and clear this dungeon by himself.
They make the bet, yeah, that Finn is like, I bet you I can go down there, grab the gem, and get back within 11 minutes. And I'm like, okay, cool. So you have one episode to do this.
I missed that joke entirely. Yeah, the one.
Like, I'll do this within 11 minutes, and I'm like, okay, good. Little meta joke there.
So, Finn makes it into the dungeon, and it's full of, as I said earlier, a lot of clearly D&D inspired monsters. There's like little like goblin dwarf things. There's like an evil chest that's alive.
Yeah, the Mimic's chest from
the Mimic's chest. Yeah,
Zelda or something. What's the Mimic's chest from? I don't remember.
It made me think of the piano from Super Mario 64.
Oh yeah,
the creepy piano in the ghost house.
Mimic's chest. The Mimic is quite literally from D&D.
Well, there you go. I mean, everything is.
Yeah, Mimic, D&D.
Huh. Yeah, so, like, just tons of options. And he runs into this weird, like, cat creature thing. It's almost like an evil, like a dark, like, fucked up version of a leopard. That's how I would describe it.
Oh, yeah, it's like an evil cat. And
it has, quote, an approximate knowledge of many things. And I love the idea of that because it's like kind of close to being right. So it almost knows Finn's name, but not quite.
What is it? Frank the human boy.
It's like, how did you almost know my name?
I have an
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a good... I think it's a super cool design, though. It's got, like, part of its limb is missing, but it's not like the back, or it's not like the whole paw. It's just like a little, like, if you had a drawing of a cat and you accidentally cut out part of its leg and just erased it, and you just never filled it back in, so it's literally just missing part of its leg.
It's a cool sick design for sure. Yeah.
Do you know who voices the cat?
No, I don't.
Is Clancy Brown, who you may know as Mr. Krabs. So,
interesting.
Yeah, very cool. And, so he's decided he's gonna kill Finn, and his threat to Finn is, I'm going to unzip your skin and wear you like a little coat, which is pretty extreme for the show.
That was a very dark turn, too, because Finn was still being, like, fun and playful, and then that comes out of nowhere, and Finn didn't seem to react too much to it.
Yeah.
He just kind of kept rolling with, and I thought he'd be like, oh, wait, that's really dark, actually.
Yeah, Finn is just so ambitious, I think, and just so, like, gung-ho of, like, I'm proving myself, that he, like, almost can't assess the threat that's right in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, the cat's eyes, it gets angry, and they literally like to start filling red with blood, almost. It's, like, very cool.
Finn, I think, is very confident in his abilities to go through this dungeon, that nothing is going to faze him. He's just... purely, I can do this. It doesn't matter what's ahead of me. One more thing on the cat's approximate knowledge of everything.
Yeah.
It reminded me, there is a character in Steven Universe. It's one of the Sapphires. And Sapphires can see into the future. But Steven, or maybe it's Lars, one of the characters meets a group of gems who are like the Forgotten, or like basically the Island of Misfit Toys, but it's some of the gems. So there's a Sapphire who can always predict the future like normally, but only after it's happened. And so you can predict things that have happened in the past, which is like a funny gag all the time of like, wait, we are going to run into somebody. It's like, yeah, we're already talking to them. Like, and there is an episode where it actually comes in handy where they're being like deceived by something. They like one person's like, oh, I'm a good guy, I'm this person, but it's actually like one of the known bad guys in disguise, and they don't know that until Sapphire's like, we're gonna run into this person on the ship, and then there's like, oh crap, wait, that's actually helpful right now, and so they can still see through deceptive things. I'm like, that's actually a good use of that power that I thought that was just a worthless Sapphire joke. Anyways, that was kind of funny for me.
Now, is this Steven? Is he a friend of yours?
Is he in the room with us right now?
Is Steven? Have you seen? I haven't seen the show.
It's really good.
That's
I really
hear.
quite enjoy the show. I know you hate it for some reason, but
I don't hate it. I've just never seen it.
it's very good.
I've never said I hate the show. I just haven't seen it.
You used to say that. You used
When
to be
did
like,
I ever
hate
say?
Steven Universe.
I've
That's what you
never
sound
said
like.
that before.
I hate it.
Yeah, well, you
It's quite good. It's
you used to
quite
just
good.
be like, I don't do TV shows.
I did used to do that, and I still I do. I finished Ironheart recently.
That was a
my
show that
My-
exists.
I liked it personally.
It happened. There were moments.
I
where,
also
like, yeah.
I like
you go
the Hood,
crazy for
though.
the Hood because you're a Ghost Rider.
I love the Hood. I love the Hood. Well, the Hood appeared. His first appearance was in his own series of all things. They just wrote a 6-issue The Hood series, and it's just about Parker Robbins being. It's like his origin story, and you don't see that very often of villains or heroes just starting off on their own thing. They're normally starting off in a different series because nobody buys a brand new character anymore. You have to like introduce them.
Anyway,
big Hood
so-
fan.
Yeah, so the cat is basically it's whooping Finn's ass, and Finn can't get a hit in, and only runs away when he realizes that Finn smells like dog because of Jake, and he's terrified of dogs, and so the cat runs away. And Jake is or not Jake. Finn is like, oh shit, the only reason that cat had got off of me was because he thought I was with Jake. And I was like, I don't need Jake around for this. I'm going to keep adventuring by myself. So he goes and he finds a door that's locked. And he's like, oh man, how would Jake get through this? And he's like, oh, he'd probably try and do all key hand. So Finn tries his own key hand. And it's just like making the OK symbol with your hand where you just like thumb and index finger into a circle and the other ones are up.
Yeah.
And just sticks it into a keyhole.
I like how he walks by all those doors that are clearly like trick doors, and then he sees the nice, like, beautiful gem door, and it makes me think like my DM, and not the cousin campaign, but the other one, is always like setting us up like with doors. Clearly, you know which one she wants us to go through because it's like, do you want to go into this boring door that has nothing on it? It's just a gray boring door, or do you want to go to the one that has a sign that says the magical world of elevators? And I'm like, I think clearly we're gonna go to the elevator one.
Yeah.
I pulled up this meme because it made me think of this. But DM, at a bar you see a cloaked, hunched over man. He wears a crown of bone and blade, surrounded by 3 sentient rings of fire. His arm is made of steel. Players, who else is in the tavern? There's a goblin named Sam Smorkle. I want to talk to Sam Smorkle. Which is that's Dungeons and Dragons in a nutshell.
Oh, fuck. I saw a video, and it's gonna sound terrible because I'm gonna only half remember it. But it was something along the lines of your DM trying to come up with conversations for NPCs you weren't supposed to talk to. And it's just like,
Yeah.
hello, my name is Toad. What do you do for a living? My name is Toad. I like to be a toad. And it's like, there's like, all right, I'm just going to improvise. Like, they're like, you're not meant to talk to this guy. He has nothing interesting to say. Just move on.
Mine will always just like, we want to talk to this person. It's always just grumpy. And, no, go away. I don't want to talk to you. Every time. I'm like, okay, that's great. I finished up I'm reading a Star Wars trilogy right now. And I was looking at the Goodreads reviews for the first one. It's Star Wars Aftermath. And somebody just described it as...
Oh, that was the canon one, right? Like the first canon?
Yeah, it's like one of the first canon books. Like,
In the new
Like,
canon.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, new canon. But someone described all the details and the exposition as if it's a DM explaining things in Dungeons and Dragons. And it made so much sense because it's like they walked into a dark room. They noticed a droid's arm on the table. And I'm like, this really is just a shitty D&D Star Wars. Like, it was an unremarkable read. Yeah. I'm on the 3rd one, and I'm excited to be done with it soon.
So, Finn, Finn realizes he can't do key hand because he can't magically transform his body like Jake can. But he finds a little, I don't know what you call it, like a crawl space, a crawlway.
Yeah,
so he like ducks down
crawl
and
space.
sees the key through on the other side of the wall, so he crawls underneath. It's another classic D&D monster, Gelatinous Cube.
Yep.
And it's like this episode is it just screams they know their monsters manual. Like the
100%.
I mean, Gelatinous Cube
This
is
is
classic.
Straight up D&D episode.
So he tries to get the key and he can't get out of it because he's stuck in
I
a
like-
gelatinous cube.
He tries to pump himself up, and he does. I wrote down, I called it his little stimming dance, but he just like flails his arms around and like wiggles a bunch, like, you know, the little wiggly arm and leg animation they do in Adventure Time. And he tries to pump himself up, and he just falls through the floor and onto his next little creature that he meets, which is the Bucket Knight.
Bucket Knight.
And it's just very small little knight who carries around a bucket. It made me. Do you think he's friends with Shovel Knight?
Ooh, maybe Bucket and Shovel Knight.
It's a great duo right there.
That's my next fan fiction. I don't know enough about Shovel Knight, and someone in that audience is gonna be like, technically, there's always
actually,
one.
excuse me.
So yeah, he tries to just be like, oh, you're super small. I'm just gonna run past you. I'm not gonna challenge you. But of course, the trick with Bucket Knight is just add water, and suddenly he grows, and he is a large Bucket Knight.
Just like a fushigi.
Yeah, well, nothing like a fushigi.
No way is it like fushigi.
Oh man, Ooh boy, was that a typo. So I meant to write lot of Finn screamings in this one. And I apparently misput the space in that one, so it just says lot of Finn's creamings in this one.
Yikes.
So yeah, Finn does a lot of screaming in this one to show that he just keeps getting the shit beat out of him. And I don't know, there's something about just like 12-year-old Finn that just is so annoying sometimes.
Yeah, I think we've established he always feels all of his emotions at 100% all the time.
Yeah.
Finn can be annoying like that. He is still a child.
Yeah, and this is one of those moments where it's like, dude, shut up. We know you're like, you can't do anything right now, but it's like, dude, all you do is just scream and just get over hyper. I don't know. But then he offers to fight the Bucket Knight, and he says he's going to get a knuckle train to Fist Planet.
I missed the line. I was thinking about a knuckle sandwich, but like that's it better.
Yeah, it's a knuckle train to Fist Planet, and I liked that.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
How do you get out of this one?
So he, I think, just runs away. I think that's all it is. He runs
through the door or something, right?
Somehow he
definitely
gets
keeps
out of the
getting
way.
beat up.
Yeah, Finn's not doing too well this episode. He gets back into a little cave, and he starts talking to himself about how maybe he needs Jake, but he's not really with Jake, and the cat thing is back, and tries to like taunt him and, you know, get him again, for lack of a better word. So anyway, the cat is chasing him around. Finn hides behind a stalagmite, but the cat, of course,
has an approximate
knowledge of many things. And he goes, I know that you are probably going to be behind this stalagmite, and I'm going to pounce on you right now. But he always keeps pouncing behind the wrong one because he's never quite right about anything. But that made me question, if the cat knows that he's wrong he's never going to be 100% correct. He will always be approximately correct. So if it's a yes or no thing, like a binary, then he's always going to be wrong. And so if he knows he's going to be wrong about something, should he pick the other thing? So that's if he's like, question. I know you're going to be behind this stalagmite, but I know I'm never going to be correct. So I shouldn't check behind that one. I should check behind a different one.
I think he's just trying to appear more confident than he actually is, because I think he's like, I know you're behind a stalagmite.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he's just BSing the
like,
whole...
This is the one I know, just to kind of like strike fear. But he was like...
And it worked. Finn was terrified.
Yeah, he's just like, I know it's behind one of them, but I can't go up to one and say this exactly one is going to be it. He's just pretending to be certain.
Finn is rescued by an angel.
A guardian angel.
The guardian angel, very Deus Ex Machina vibes. And the angel carries him away, and it's just like, yeah, I'll like comfort you, yada, yada, yada. I'm also going to cook you up to eat you. And that obviously Finn's like, wait, what? And the angel gets this like scary demon face. Is like, trust in your guardian angel.
It's a creepy angel. It's not a guardian angel. It's a creepy angel.
It reminds me of Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, it's very
like
large
a big
Marge.
Yeah, very Large Marge coded.
I like Large Marge. And so, yeah, tosses him into a big cage that, you know, like many people do, toss you in a big pot of stew, like you're going to cook you up. Which is one of my favorite bits of, like, cooking someone slowly.
Yeah, it's a big pot of
it's
like
like-
broth that's just sitting around.
Just a few floating carrots. Little kid soup. The secret is a slow flame over a long period. And Finn just goes, "Aw, that's Jake's secret too."
I like
Like,
how
how
the flame
much
she
little kid soup is Jake cooking?
I didn't even think about that. I thought that was just a general soup thing.
I think it is.
Jake
but I
might-
like the implication that Jake is just cooking little kid soup.
I like how her flame isn't like a big like campfire flame. It's literally one of those like electric like
It's
gas
like those
stoves.
gas stove, those little butane things.
It's like, wait, they have those things like the crap you go camping with? Yep, that's what she uses, just floating there above the cage or below
Yeah.
the cage. And who else is in the little kid soup other than
Jake.
Jake's also in the soup for some reason. Which
Jake
he explains. I
explains-
didn't write it down.
Yeah,
but-
Jake explains basically after he had his little sandwich, he immediately went in to follow after Finn because he couldn't just like leave him alone. And explains that he kept trying to get to Finn, but he kept getting stuck with all these stupid challenges. He kept running into obstacles. So you get a little montage of like some of the stupid shit that he had to put up with of like, ooh, choose between the sword or the shield to fight me. And Jake just immediately going, I choose that sandwich. And so he can't win any of the challenges just because he's kind of stupid and not very good at things.
we find that Finn got all the Jake challenges and Jake got all the Finn challenges. So together they could have done all of these challenges, but separate they just didn't have the diversity of skills that they needed to clear
Yeah.
the dungeon together.
So they are
Just like a D&D party.
Yeah, they're better together. Finn,
Yep.
Finn can't transform his body and just overcome things with brute strength, but he's much more clever and good at kind of weird things like a spitting contest, which is one of the things Jake had to do.
Jake definitely had the easier side of things
yeah.
because Finn was getting beat up constantly. Anyways, they managed to work their way out of the cage by combining their skills together. They like think of creative ways and they use the stretching powers and they do escape, obviously.
Did you make note? I think one of the things they point out. Well, first of all, they do a fist bump and they gain newfound respect for each other.
I like that. It's
You
the
get a
title
little
card, but it says newfound respect.
and they realize that they both need each other. But it kind of emphasizes the whole Jake is kind of a one-trick pony sometimes because his immediate thought of how do we get out of this cage, and he goes, "Oh, I've got an idea, key hands," and he brings it up again, and Finn is
Ain't
just like,
happening, buddy.
"Yeah, there's no locks in here," and he goes, "Oh, better idea, lock hand."
Lock hand.
He turns his other hand into a lock, and I like that one. No, but then, Finn uses his own wits, uses a carrot to light it all on fire, I think. He,
Light the carrot on fire, and then Jake takes the lit carrot and stretches up to like the rope that's hanging the cage and to burn it so that they can drop down from the cage.
Yeah, it's a good little
And-
moment.
yeah.
They use
It works together.
Yeah.
And then they try to fight the guardian angel and the dungeon itself, and then Princess Bubblegum busts in on her swan, which shoots lasers out of its mouth for some reason, and they fly away on that pretty much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they got to the gem, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, they find that's it. They find the gem,
we
they
just
uplift
don't write
it.
down the endings.
No, well, I mean, again, the ending was right. They've already figured out. We got the message from the episode. The ending's like, okay, now we have to end it. Yeah, they find the crystal eye. They lift it up. There's like all these like
Flaming
eyes,
eyeballs. It was
flaming eyeballs.
Yeah.
Coming at them, and they're like, "Oh my god, we gotta fight them!" And then Princess Bubblegum busts in and like shoots them up with the
And-
goose that shoots lasers.
And ask them, it's like, what did you guys learn? And they're both kind of like, oh yeah, two heads are smarter than one, or whatever. And
Yeah,
the true message is that they're both not good at what they're doing. They both rely on Princess Bubblegum for pretty much everything.
I like how the true message is like that you're really awesome and can save us, and she goes, "You're darn right I am." I always like that line. That paired with whatever you want, mama. Like
Whatever you
just
want,
two really good line deliveries that I quote very often.
So yeah, I think this is just it's a fantastic episode. I know I said this at the beginning, but like, this is you can show someone this episode to get what the show is about. Like if you can summarize the show in 11 minutes, this does it. I like that they learn a little lesson at the end. And it's a very simple kind of lesson of like, you each have skills you bring to the table.
Yeah,
And I like
this
that
is-
message.
It's one that could work as a pilot, but since it separates Finn and Jake for so much, I wouldn't Definitely wouldn't say
put it
put
as
it as the
pilot.
first episode,
Yeah.
but this could be like an early, like, first 5 episodes. This is one you could do to, 1, highlight Finn, and then 2, also highlight that they need each other going on adventures.
Yeah.
But great episode.
Yeah, because it's not just Adventure Time. It's Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. Speaking of Finn, Jeremy Shada, the voice actor for Shada, I don't know. The voice
Yeah.
actor is coming to a convention in Pittsburgh, like,
No
soon.
way.
So I might go to that and get his autograph.
You
You
should
know who
maybe,
else
like,
is gonna
hype
be
up
there?
the...
Marty
Kenny?
Grabstein.
Oh, no, he's literally the best guy.
Yeah, I might. They're also getting the voice actor for Ed, and Eddie.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat actually.
Um,
but I'm probably just gonna go and get Finn's autograph. 'cause-
Yeah, you should hype up the podcast to him.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll give it
Yeah,
a
join-
listen.
join
Maybe
the
get a
pod.
guest.
Yeah.
Maybe get a guest star. Maybe
Our guest star is Finn. That's our first guest.
Yeah, my God, can you imagine that? Oh my God, Tom Kenny's coming to Little Rock Con, and I really want to go to meet the Ice King. And I'm like, I don't know anything else you've done, Tom Kenny. I only know the Ice King. Probably
Famously,
the
he's
most
never
significant
had
character.
any other roles.
Nope, he's done one character and that's it. Yep, can't name any other annoying Sponge character or anything.
Anyway,
I love SpongeBob, but anyways.
yeah. So that's what's going on in this episode, Dungeon. Do you have any closing thoughts on this one?
Nothing we haven't already said. It's a fantastic episode. I will
Yeah.
never complain about this one.
This one's really good. Highly recommend it. Adventure Time.
Adventure Twins.
Twins. I couldn't
Twins.
remember
That's the
our
name of the
name.
show.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
okay. Blah.